Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumped in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him, get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. And there's the handoff. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Catch made by the tight end. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Aggies pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defensive Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Michigan offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. The sure hands, it's Vaughn. Tackle made after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The important 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Banks. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Get some space around the 30. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Vaughn. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a...
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
With the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback, and reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson and how about Reggie Vermeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Banks. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now,
deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go.
Here we go.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 fourth down tries so far. They'll try it again here. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So if the offense calls a timeout here, that's their first of the half. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And it's a bunch formation. Oh, a reverse. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Getting set for second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take another shot right here. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
He's looking deep here. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for 1st down and goal. The Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay.
And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Past midfield. The 40. Past the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
Extra point is good. They trail now 31-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go as he's being hit. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Play action here on 1st down. Fires it to his target. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirky. If this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And they'll set up for the PAT. They make the PAT, but still trail 31-14. And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Brought down at the 29. That's where we'll start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting into the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain on it.
He hands it off from the gun. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the runner takes off to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggled throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They're going to run the option. Has the first, still on the move. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense, enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Hands off to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Here's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Powering through. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
That's a nice game. You move the football up to the 27.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They're going to run it. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Takes the handoff, runs it off left tackle. Fights through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Looking to throw. It's Banks. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything, and they put together something here. Runs right over the defender. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Gonna run it. It's Vaughn. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. And they can't complete it. It's a turn. there.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately,
touchdown, A&M. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Texas A&M offense heads back out on the field.
Here we go.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. And the Aggies will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages. A demolition, an evisceration. Enough for the first, but still going. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the 1st down.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Here's the 2nd down play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Powers through the tackle. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.